So, out of this long series that we have going on here, I've done the math recently, and there's only 13 main characters from the actual movie. Like, there's actually there's 13 mainline characters. I know they wanted to keep the main cast short, and that way they don't have that many bots to render. But when you actually do the math, there's 8 Decepticons and only 5 Autobots. But then listen to this. We have Bonecrusher, Barricade, Brawl, Blackout. For half the Decepticons have B names. I mean, I'm guessing someone was in a certain mood when they were making the concept designs. But anyway, here is actual Bonecrusher from the line. Ooh, okay. Well, let's move this down just a little bit. And for some very odd reason, I usually don't like talking about exact aftermarket prices, but this guy for some reason loose goes for $40. Why? Like, I've always had this guy, and I'm just sitting there like, really? $40? $40. Okay. And the movie actually introduced one of the few concepts where what happens if military vehicles are disguised as Decepticons. But then again, you get kind of stupid and like, well, deception is in the name, so you have them posing as good guy vehicles to say, hey, we're good, don't mind us, but no. But what he's actually based off of is, I can't remember the exact model number, but it is a minesweeper, an armored mine detecting military vehicle. Now, in the actual vehicle, this thing's actually much smaller to help dig up the mines. But when they made the concept artwork, they did make this a lot bigger. So they're like, well, crap. Can we just like replace it with a bigger one so he looks a little more menacing? And of course, they're like, yeah, sure, as long as you put the original one back, cool. But for how he transforms and for as much stuff is down here, he actually clears really well and rolls very well as well. Now, of course, as you saw, this thing is fully posable in, well, at least in what it can do. In other words, flip cars. And of course, it's a movie toy, so the molding here is just fantastic. I mean, you got little steps, little windows, gas tanks, ladders, pistons, hydraulics. Like, I mean, the customizers must have this must have been like, yes, where. This was the line where they we can go severely go to town without having to do anything extra to these figures. And let me fix this because for some reason, no. Okay, hold on. Fix, adjust, just a fix. Okay. Because they don't have to do anything to really model it. Now, I did like the whole practice of the Autobot and Decepticon symbols and the mainline guys were actually kind of disguised like this. They either disguised like this or parts of insignia. They were hidden. But anyway, let's get this guy to go ahead and start transforming this guy. Now, the first thing you want to do is be careful of this part because if you can't really tell, it is kind of thin. So the first thing you want to do is just it's on a double hinge, 90 degrees again, and have it sit like this and just kind of get that out of the way for the moment. Now, the first thing you other want to do is just pop these off. Boop. On both sides, and he basically becomes a shell former after this, because then you just raise this up, raise these up, scratch my forehead, clear the phone off of messages, oh, so while I'm doing this, let's talk about the Power Rangers movie. I know, topical on this show, right? So, saw it. I meant to have a video get out, but then things kind of happened. Things been happening a lot, but it was good. Like, it was legitimately good. Like, I had people ask me left and right, he's like, how was the movie? I was like, it was good. Like, go out and see it type of good. Okay, now we're gonna flip him around. And I really do recommend it. I really do. Now, I do quote a couple of reviewers where they actually said that if you're a big fan of the suits and the Megazord and that's all you're there to see, spoiler alert, prepare to be disappointed. But anybody who saw the who knew how this formula of this movie knew how this one was going to work, knew that knew that those weren't going to pop up until like the last third. And when you know what, they didn't pop up till the last third. But my only complaint about that was that they didn't show how the Megazord was formed. Yeah, it just kind of fell, and then we catch glimpses of it combining and panels shifting and all that, but yeah, liked it. Actually might not buy some of the toys because, like, you know, like the movie here, where they where they got a lot of the details down in the toys. And put that out. And that out. The detail in those, like, the detail's there, but there's nothing, like, they skimp out on a lot of paint. Like, really, guys? Why skimp out on a lot of paint? Okay. Now, to do this, you just basically put that back, lift this up, and this is where the automorph comes in, where you unpeg this, it'll come apart right down the middle, boop. But you can either do one or press this lever right here, and it'll just go all the way down. And then you put them up, and these things will come apart like so. Boop. Like that. And he's all done, guys. And there you have Bonecrusher, which, how he stands on his feet is actually kind of cool. The way they angled them is that he can keep the wheels in there, but you can already see where the little claws are acting as, you know, like a tripod. Especially this right here. And he stands really, really nicely. Now, of course, his head's on a ball joint and looks nothing like he does in the movie. He's actually kind of adorable. Tilts his head a little bit. Oh, like a little lost doggy. Now, of course, some of the main, not some of the main line, every single main figure had some kind of unique gimmick to that actual figure. Where Barricade has Frenzy in his chest. Jazz has his weapon. Optimus, well, he talks. Bumblebee has his weapon. And with Bonecrusher, he can do that one exciting thing he did in the movie and stretch out his arms. Ooh, yay. He can do that one thing he totally not did in the movie and just sit there kind of like, can I please have some more, sir? Please? Please, can I have some more? But rotation his arms rotate in such a way that it does not get in the way. And he does have a bicep swivel. So, but he doesn't, he gives, but the elbow joint is kind of relegated to this. If you do want to count it as one, but you already saw the ball joint for the head, and if you probably can't tell, yeah, he does have no waist joint because of the way his legs transform. And speaking of his legs, ball joint at the thigh swivel, and an actual knee joint. So if you want to get him in some crazy poses, you can get him in some decent poses in this thing. Not really too complicated. We go from me scowling some of the more lackluster mini bots to an actually pretty decent and pretty cool Bonecrusher. Now, of course, he does lack paint here and there, but they try their best, and that's where the premium series came into play. Yeah, just a short, sweet episode. And I can't believe it, but this, well, if you kind of think about it, the 10th anniversary of the Transformers movie is this year. And on top of that, a week before we celebrate the anniversary, the 5th movie comes out. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I will be trying to plan something / record something special for the 10th anniversary. Maybe reserving certain figures for leading up to it. But as of right now, keep on looking out. Bonecrusher. Pick him up for cheap if you can. This guy, for some reason, is a uncommon figure. I'm guessing a lot of people must have passed him up, but if you can definitely try to get your hands on him, I say do it. Anyway, guys, thank you for checking my video out, and I'll catch you next time.